Hey there, folks. I'm Mysterious GG, and welcome back to Let's Play Dynasty Warriors 9. As I kind of make a fairly easy... Well, I shouldn't say it's fairly easy. It's as tough as these missions have gotten up to this point. But yeah, I didn't really do a stellar job last time. Yeah, in terms of YouTube video content, where I spent half of the video talking before we got going, and also in terms of the fact that I was not able to protect Dian, which is, of course, the ultimate objective of Cao Cao. So let's start over. I believe we will have...
What?
Yeah, this is part of what makes it so silly, though, is we'll end up starting...
If I am defeated, the archers will be unable to
Oh, okay.
Come, men.
I think we start right after we defeated the guy and rescued Cao and Min, but I might be wrong. We might actually be... Okay, no, we're close to Dian. Oh, but he teleports with us to Zhangzhou. So this is the thing, you fail at this, and it's like starts you over a checkpoint, but the checkpoint is where your game ended, which was about to fight Zhangzhou, but then Dian Wei teleports to be with us. So in fact, as long as I'm willing to accept a bunch of game overs and continues, we can just rush into the next mission without worrying about slowly getting there in a way that keeps Dian Wei alive, because he'll just die, we'll get game over, we'll continue, and he'll pop up where we need him to. So I guess specifically, even though this guy's the Lord of the Castle and Jiashu works for him, it's just the archers who care if he's defeated. So now we should try to rescue Cao Ang. We've already gotten some treasures, but we'll get some gold boobies for this. And some brown dalbies. It's going to be pretty awesome. Maybe Zhangzhou didn't get a chance to retreat to wherever he was before. Because it seems to me like this is the room we started all this at. That was weird. You with me, Dian Wei? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the layout of this castle with its defenses is a little puzzling to me. But... What?
It feels like to be losing a fight.
I walked a perfectly straight path. You got caught on a freaking corner? It's like NES level, like, guard your ally pathing. This game is, it's not a terrible game. It's been getting a lot of flack on the interwebs. But, certainly there are, like, it's got some very beautiful... detail in the locations you can go to, although, like, you imagine this game coming out even like 10 years ago, people would be blown away by how awesome the environments look, but that just doesn't cut it these days with what games are doing. But I've definitely come across, like, big involved environment where, like, you knock an enemy, you're trying to fight an enemy general and you knock them into an area that's not actually accessible to you. Kind of thing happens all the time. I must protect this house. Oh, I guess Cao Ang's the son, not Cao An Min. And I kind of stopped remembering to even use those attacks. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I didn't equip, I didn't reforce Cao Cao's weapon to have all the most awesome possible stuff. Because I've made a bunch of other weapons, like, you know, Jing Tsai's best weapon, whoever's best weapon this is. That might be Zhang Chuanhua, whatever her name is. That's Wang Yuanji's best weapon. This, I think, is the Zhenji / a lot of other females' best weapon. But anyway. Now if I gotta actually, like, remake his weapon here to have all the best jewels and treasures that come with him. Tasmaniac. Sorry. Makes sense to me. Hey, I got a text from the old man. Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to be driving down to where my parents live to visit with Bean and Bobo in the new house, because that is finally something I'm allowed to talk about, since it has been revealed on his channel that Bean and Bobo have bought a house together and are relocating in the same town as my parents. I get to see my little niece. It's going to be wonderful, and I'm sure you're desperately excited to hear about that, rather than, say, Dynasty Warriors 9. Hey, look, a whole bunch of people's life meters just turned white. Your life meter turns white every night. Sorry, that's a reference to John Cena back when he was saucy. So we can defeat. I'm just killing. Oh, these assassins are still actually going to fight back. The guys with white health meters, it basically means the officer that commanded them is defeated, so they are trying to retreat. You still get items and gold and stuff for defeating them. But anyway, now Hoochie Air is, Hoochie Coochie is the guy that we can defeat. You can see Dian Wei just has no chance of keeping up with us when we're using super sweet roof jump techniques. The goddamn Spider-Man. The goddamn Candyman. See, this is a gate. It looks like we're allowed to exit this way. But I'm about to... Oh, never mind. This one's decorative. I thought that would count as a way to get out, but you have to defeat Joshua. Let's see if we can defeat this guy quickly before I get game over. Actually, we can. I wonder if defeating him somehow helps. Somehow keeps Dian Wei alive. There's no particular reason it would. Hey, he is still alive. But mostly Dian Wei. That's what's important. Okay, so all that is left, and it took me quite a few tries on camera, because I kept running into situations where I couldn't keep Dian Wei alive while trying to figure out where to go. I wasn't quite as adept with using Ninja Rope to just freaking ignore all obstacles at that point either.
I must yield. Forgive me, but I cannot go any farther.
Oh. Oops. Well, I don't know if we were allowed to avoid that. Alright. So, here I can use the grappling hook, as I keep calling it Ninja Rope. There we go. You see, assassins keep, like, spawning to kill Dian Wei as soon as I leave. So, Assassin Brown. See, I really don't understand it. I keep talking about how it's easy and I very rarely get killed in combat, but I still don't actually understand the combat engine. Because there are things that you do like this launching combo, which shoots you up in the air, but sometimes he just does the same moves as that anyway, just from hitting triangle at the right time. So it's like, I don't 100% understand how it works, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, this is a bad idea. I thought I could maybe find a gate that Dian Wei could use to follow me, but I guess I gotta actually navigate over there. I think it's I felt the beginning of a cold coming on for the past day and a half. Can't quite figure out if I'm getting a cold or not. So I figure, why not go visit a bunch of family and get them sick? Oh, I see the thing's already off, so they can just open these. Just shit tons of assassins. Try to use the grapple rope. I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of here. I'm trying to actually do this better than I did off screen, because off screen I just kept running to the next objective and trying to take it out before Dian Wei had a chance to die, rather than finding a path on which he was allowed to follow me. Come on, you just gave me the grapple hook option. To be a certain distance from the wall because there's a roof sticking out over the... I'll just go over here where it seems to be easier. This is it. And what do you know? Assassins have spawned. It's that time of year. Assassin spawning season. For me, I'm powerless? I don't think that's actually what he said. Alright. So somewhere over here, there's a bunch of archers. So? Somebody said, so. The game is set in China, but it's not set in, like, racist caricature China, is it? Alright, well, at least I finally remember that you can kind of pay attention to the little blue arrows, and they're supposed to tell you the right way to go. They seem to track a course for you that ignores grapple rope. Oftentimes when you got, like when you're riding between cities, it doesn't seem to give you the most direct path. Just the one that doesn't involve going off-road.
However, this is our only chance to kill him. Fortunately, I saved my best strategy for last.
I'm gonna dress as a pirate. You know, I'd say that this this Lord What's-His-Name had a sizable army. I don't feel like I've ever seen this many allied troops together in one place. How is it that we are supposed to have a better army than him? He's got lots of troops. He says. That's right, Cao Cao. I, Snidely Whiplash, will defeat you. And Dian Wei is right with me, so that's good. Boom. I got a gem out of it and everything. So now everybody's going to retreat because they're all under his orders.
I wasn't expecting to be defeated here. This was supposed to be the end for the South Side.
So if this were Dynasty Warriors 5, 6, 7, or 8, we would have just finished the level. But in this one, for some reason, it just keeps going. That is apparently... Oh, okay, it is the gate, and we can't even open it. Cinematic occurs. And as always, even though we're dominating the battle, when it gets time for the cinematic, we're barely escaping. And it's only because of Dian Wei that we're alive. I didn't even get stabbed this time. Oh, I was giving everybody the Iron Claw version of the choke slam. Okay, now he's dead. Ish.
No! Dian Wei! Don't make that face, my lord. Now.
As you can see, all the arrows stuck in clothing, because apparently we're going for like a less of a mature rating this time. I don't know.
As long as the commander gets away, I win.
As long as I don't die until this point, I win. If I die before this, it's game over. After this, it's considered a win in the record books. Now, oddly enough, even though we've rescued him... No, we didn't rescue him. Even though we rescued ourselves, And we got the traditional Dian Wei die saving Cao Cao cinema scene. I really like the cinema scene of him carrying Cao Cao away from battle with Orochi in the original Warriors Orochi. But anyway, we got the traditional, this is the end for Dian Wei cinematic. But
Cao Cao, you're all right.
we're still not done with trying to defeat these guys. What the?
Forgive me.
Wow, that was
I
weird.
took Zhang Xiu's surrender at his word.
Gojia, why are you inside of my body right now?
Strategist, Jia Shu. Dian Wei took it upon himself to hold off the enemies in the castle so that I could escape.
Oh yeah, he's a magnificent bodyguard.
He was already badly injured when I left. In fact, it may be too late to save him. However, I still have to try.
Yeah, now we have to actually keep Dian Wei alive
Understand.
again.
Let's make our way to the castle as quickly as possible.
Even though he was completely full of arrows.
Please wait a moment.
I just pulled out Cao Cao's heart. I am the new ruler of Wei. PlayStation 4. This is next generation Dynasty Warriors, folks.
He may be expecting Master Cao Cao to return to the castle and prepared another trap in response.
You know, people said the series needed to evolve, but I don't think it needed to evolve into a two-headed dictator monster in some kind of bizarre three-legged race where they're running in opposite directions.
And use that opportunity to see what they're planning. I wonder what the enemy strategist is up to.
I wonder
If we
what the
can learn
king is
overall
drinking
framework,
tonight.
We'll know how to make our move.
Very well. I shall leave the details to you, Guojia. Everybody, we must hurry to Wen Castle.
There's a surgeon there who can separate me from Guojia. There's gold in this here field. Or silver. So, now we have fast travel back, although if we start running... Yeah, see, it says Cao Cao Guojia is defeated. I'm sure that I've seen failure because Dian Wei died too. Because if we really had, like, if we really were back in total open world land and can do what we wanted, I would be going into Xuchang to try to buy a better sword for Cao Cao. Because you saw how much we were struggling with keeping Cao Cao alive in those fights against the assassins, right? Anyway, so on screen I'm kind of doing all of the missions, even though off screen I was skipping a lot of them. But let's see if we can figure out what this mission is. I guess we are back at Xuchang. So I guess the first thing we'd want to do is rescue the scout unit, unless I just decide to run back into the city.
Meanwhile, I will use that time to suss out their strategy. So this strategist is the one that gave Master Cao Cao such trouble. I'm looking forward to turning the tables.
Well, let's
on
see if
him.
we can do a little shopping. Maybe Dian Wei doesn't become... Maybe it's not possible for him to die until after you've... When you start the actual attack on the castle, then the timer begins. Or I could be making a terrible mistake here. Either way, I would like to find the commercial district. I always forget where it is in each of these cities. Usually just riding around at speed inside the city is the best way to go. Eventually, you will start seeing the symbols for the different merchants. They're almost always clustered together in one place, which is, you don't appreciate how handy that is until the first time you've been looking for any one of them and realize how freaking big these city maps are. Like I'm messed up here. I'm not navigating the city right at all. Which quadrant do I haven't really been down here? I have no idea where it actually is. I think maybe it's in here. If I come this way and then... Nope, I cut too soon. I'm still inside the like palace gates area. Where are the damn merchants? Because they don't show up on the freaking map. Oh, can you, Are you telling me there isn't a, Are you telling me there isn't a merchant in this city? Seems like there isn't a merchant in this city. Or maybe during this chapter you can't use them because you're supposed to be in a time crunch. That would be unfortunate. Because we just kind of wasted a lot of time. Because I was assuming we were going to be allowed to actually visit a merchant. Oh shit. Or the map still isn't working the way that I think it is, even though I thought I just went in and changed the settings of whether or not merchants are going to show up on the map. Well, Birch is leveled up. Level up, Birches. Fine, I guess we'll have to do these missions even faster than I would have had to otherwise, because we just wasted a bunch of time driving around.
I need everyone to defend this area. Target is that parcel of land. Prepare to move.
Who am I supposed to be fighting? Well, I sure have a cluttered map now. Guess I'll turn these back on later. Or I'll keep them all on. What the hell? It's the freaking names of the missions that are making it such a pain. So diversionary tactic. Flight feather. I actually need fine feathers for one of the treasures that I'm trying to build. This is getting complicated. Diversionary tactic. Defeat Zhang Jian. Let's do this first, and this is... I guess I can fast travel to this location. I'm trying to do all the missions. I don't know why. I might have to back off of that later if it's just going to take a million years to do it. Well, this is their castle again. So I'm going to do a side mission for an outer side mission, which involves actually coming in here, but not defeating the guy that would win me the whole level.
Reporting. Lord Dian Wei is fighting at one castle.
There is still hope despite the circumstances.
Yeah, he's right here. I actually just kind of found him. Oh, I see. This one fails if Dian Wei is defeated.
I should not have expected anything less.
Even though I saw he was like completely freaking covered in arrows that had totally killed him, clearly.
We must smash the enemy base to pieces.
I hate Mises to pieces. Who just got knocked on my face?
Report from Lord Hu A number of enemies have made it inside.
Oh, guess I didn't kill him fast enough to stop his
Rather
report.
careless of them. Are they up to something? Or perhaps they are simply desperate.
Desperate to kick your ass, bitch.
Either way, We cannot make our move until we deal with the enemy. They are small in number, so Master Huchir and I can handle them.
I don't think so. Huchir is his name? I thought it was Huchir. I don't really know.
I failed to defeat South South.
Yeah, again.
Sheer shame of it.
Didn't I defeat him in the last video? Kill him once to get out. Kill him again as part of this. Always am I killing Huchir. The Hoochie Coochie Man.
You must have angered the heavens to face me in battle.
I'll remember this once you're working for me. You Some noise he made me say that. It didn't really make sense.
I wasn't expecting to find two such monsters in Cao Cao's army.
Cao and Cao.
No choice but to surrender.
It looks like we've taken care of the bulk of the enemy forces. Now it's time for me to really make my presence felt.
Other than as someone who can't die or the mission fails.
Nothing can stop me from fulfilling my ambition.
As I just kind of said in different words. So I think that might mean that now Dian Wei is okay. Because we just defeated the mission that fails if he dies. Oh no, failure. Dian Wei, Cao Cao, or Guojia is defeated before I achieve the main objective. It's game over, yeah. So I guess we still gotta do this right. So maybe we can forget about... let's try to do all the missions. See what happens. I guess Dian Wei can still potentially die if we're not fast enough.
That was quite a spectacle. Truly amazing.
What? Shopkeeper?
Welcome, welcome.
Well, he's not really selling anything I'm that interested in, so...
If we wait here, the enemy will fall right.
Okay, cut you off, didn't mean to.
We should focus on the officers near here first. Try not to push yourself too hard, Cao Cao.
Well, yeah, you can tell I've been in real trouble. Okay, so we're doing some kind of bluff.
Theft is a crime deserving of the harshest punishment. I shall carry it out myself.
Oh, you, Jin. We barely know who you are. Well, which of these missions am I supposed to do? There's like 8 missions around here.
Our allies are attacking us. It's a rebellion, led by Master Eugene.
The Eugenics Master.
I'm not finished yet. I'll use every last bit of strength I have.
So does this mean he's struggling or
to
not?
my lord.
Okay, good. Doing that mission probably means that he's going to be harder to beat now. Okay, so I'm standing here on this thing I'm supposed to do for this mission.
Reporting. Lord Xiaochu and Lord Huchia have been defeated.
What? We've lost Jiashu and Huchier? How can we fight without
Oh,
them?
here he is. They're the only plot characters I have. And Huchier doesn't even count as a plot character.
You're asking me why I'm doing this? These people are thieves and need to accept responsibility for their actions.
Can that
Those who
wait?
disturb the order and discipline of our ranks must be punished. The fact that we are on the battlefield changes nothing.
We're kind of busy, though.
The necessary punishments have been meted out. Now we can resume our advance and attempt to make up for lost time.
Time that I lost by getting obsessed with punching penny crimes.
Still, that was pretty frightening for me.
There you go. We successfully questioned one of our own officers about wasting time in the middle of a battle. So let's hop on board our horse, figure out where we're supposed to be going. I'm impressed by the way you wandered up to Eugen and let him say some plot stuff. Truly, you are mighty.
We shall defend this position. Do not allow a single enemy through.
I've already been through several times over because I sort of fast traveled across. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's call it a video. Let's sneeze. This is an indication that I need to take a break, I guess. And when we come back, we've got a whole bunch of other little side missions to do that hopefully we can do. Talk to you guys next time.